If you want some really comfortable, really good quality open-ear headphones, then these AceFit Pro headphones from AceFast could be the ones for you. So, let's find out. Hi and welcome to Bytes and Bits. I'm a fan of open-ear headphones for use sort of when playing sports or down the gym, when I need some sort of awareness of what's around me, and also where I need to make sure that the sort of sweat and all doesn't gather in my ears and make it uncomfortable. So a company called AceFast have sent me through a set of their AceFit Pro open-ear headphones for us to have a look at. And that's what we're going to do in this video. So we'll have a look at the actual devices themselves and then see how well they perform. So the earbuds do come in this really nice presentation case. If we open that up, then underneath this bit of cover here, we have some manuals then, which just really show you through which buttons to press and so on. We have a USB-C to USB-C charging cable. And then we have the charging sort of transportation case with the earbuds themselves. Let me just get rid of that. So the actual case in itself contains a 500 milliampere hour battery, and that is good for 3 full charges of the headsets themselves. So the headsets themselves then, as you see them in here, these will last for about 5 to 6 hours on a single charge. So overall then, with the traveling case, you've got a good sort of 24 hours worth of charge. The case itself, of course, has this sort of charging display on the top here. Again, I can see that my camera's having a bit of trouble picking that up as a static display, so I'll show a photograph of that. But that then, as I say, does show you then the charge of the case itself, and then of course of the individual earbuds once they're put into that case. So total charging then, to charge up the case takes about 2 hours. To charge up the earbuds, so 10 minutes of charge will basically give it about 1 hour's worth of playtime. For full charge then, it takes about 2 hours to fully charge them up. But again, you can get then a quick charge just to keep you going. The earbuds themselves then, if I take them out, so again, they're held nicely in place by magnets in this case, and again you can see the charging points in there. But these then, of course, they come in a range of nice colours, and these are luminous colours, which I don't think I'm going to actually be able to show you in my wearing video, but just bear in mind that they do glow in the dark. And again, the actual AceFast text on there is illuminated, which is part of the feature of this for the sort of nighttime vision, nighttime visibility, not nighttime vision aspect of them. So these themselves then are quoted at 7.8 grams, which is really nice and light and does feel really nice on your ear. The design then, again, this loops over the top of your ear, and then the headset itself just nestles in your outer ear. The speaker on the back then, so you have a little speaker here, and this is a 3-magnet ultra-linear dynamic coil speaker, which all sounds very fancy, and it does actually produce some really good sound. I've tried a few of these open-ear ones, and these probably produce about the best sound I've heard so far, and both in terms of getting the good bass sound and treble, but also the amount of volume of sound that you can get from them as well. Now the speaker is also designed to be directional, so it does transmit the most of its sound down into your ear canal. There is a bit of leakage around the edges, so if you have the volume up fairly high, somebody sitting right next to you will probably hear something in the background, a little bit of your music leaking out through there. But again, if you are out playing sports or in the gym, then that's not going to be an issue. If you're sitting quietly in the library, then perhaps you might annoy people right next to you. So do bear that in mind, but that is a feature of these open-ear headphones, that they are not sound isolating either for sound coming in, so you can still hear the surrounding sound around you, which of course, if you're out on a bicycle or something like that, does give you sound awareness. But then again, it doesn't stop the sound getting out from here, so there is a slight leakage to people around you. But again, that is, as I say, that is a feature of these styles of earphones. The device itself then, these are IP54 rated, which means that they are dustproof and I would say splash proof or shower proof. So if you get caught in the rain, then you're not going to have any problems with them, but obviously they are not for swimming. Connectivity wise then, they have Bluetooth 5.4, which is sort of a fairly new standard. And that will again give you a really nice and easy connection to your phone or whatever device that you want to pair them with. The good thing about these ones is that they can actually pair with two devices. So you can have them connected to, say, your phone and your computer or phone and tablet at the same time. And they will then just simply connect into the one which needs to use them. So that is really good. You don't need to unpair them and repair them for two devices. So one of the sort of features of this device is its lighting effects, actually. So I did mention that a little bit on the just in the previous section there. But if I open it up and then close it down again, you'll see that we have there our charging port. And again, I think I'm getting a better view of it here on the video. But you can see then that we have both a light on the outer side telling you the charge levels, but then an inner light as well, which, as I say, it just gives that really nice sort of glow and feel to the case itself. And that light you can change the color of that, and I'll show you that in the app in a second. So these do have an associated app that comes with them, and you can download to control all these features. So again then, on the actual earbuds themselves, and I'll show you that in my ear in a second, we can then control these visual indicators here. And again, that's quoted on the website as giving you sort of visibility if you are wearing these in dark conditions. So if you're on your bike or something like that, it's an extra little visual cue for traffic and so on if you're driving in low light conditions. But again, it does then provide just a little bit of visual feedback on these, just to make them that little bit more special. So let's have a look at the app and we'll see what that can actually do as well. So as I mentioned, the headphones do come with an AceFast app that allows you to control some of these lighting effects. So if I open that up, and we have there our Acefit Pro. I've obviously got those reconnected to my tablet here. And if I open them up, that will actually turn the headphones on, and that should then give us a connection out to our app. So once we're in our app, we can control the lighting effects on the headphones themselves. So we have a little button here, which we can turn that on and off for that sort of pulsating light. And there we go, on the pulsating lights. We also then can control the color of the LEDs on here. So if I just open that up, connect that up, we come across now to the case side of things. And again, to control the case, you do need to have the headphones actually in the case itself. But if we come across to the case and the lighting effects, we've got a range of colors that we can select for our light. So if we want some orange lights, you can see there we now have an orange light. And we can control that sort of breathing effect. So if I close this down and hold it up, hopefully you can see that the orange light behind is slowly pulsating. And again, that just gives that little sort of breathing effect on the light itself. So we can control the color of the light in the case. We can control the whether these will flash or not. And of course, these are all these surfaces here are luminous as well. So that gives us sort of just a really nice effect for when we are in sort of darker conditions or just playing about with our headphones themselves. Wearing the earbuds then, again, they fit really easily over your ear and they are incredibly comfortable. So if I take a closer look there, so as you hopefully can see then, so the actual device itself, it just hooks over the top of your ear, and then the speaker portion just nestles in the outer ear, and then there is a fairly directional speaker which then directs the sound down into your actual ear canal so that you can hear the music. And again, it does work incredibly well, and you get really good sound coming out of these. And as I say, as regards sort of them being secure in your head, those aren't moving, and of course I've used them in various sort of workouts and so on, and nothing. They never at once felt like they were going to be coming out. And as regards then with, again, this idea of it being the open ear, any sweat that sort of is gathering in sort of the ear is very easily able to evaporate out. It's not being held and confined into your ear canal. So in that sense, they become very, very comfortable to wear when you're in sort of some sort of workout situation. So one of the sort of special features of these earbuds then is that they are designed to give you sort of extra visibility in dark and low-level lighting conditions. So again, the actual devices themselves are luminous. Again, I can't really show that in the current lighting here, but they also then have some active lighting effects on them. So if I come a bit closer here and get in the camera, so hopefully you can see that we have there, I can do it, just doing it sort of in the camera viewfinder here, and we have this sort of glowing AceFast logo in there, so that lighting effect. And again, this is controllable through the actual mobile app that comes associated with the devices. So again, the idea here, so that again, that works on both ears, and we have that glowing effect, and you can control the sort of speed at which that glows, and that then of course gives us that little bit of extra visibility if you happen to be out in the dark with these particular headphones in. So overall then, these are actually a really nice set of earbuds, and again with sort of nice charging case and sort of nice look to the actual devices themselves. The lighting effects, again, I'm not entirely sure how effective that will be at night time, but it is a little bit of an extra feature for them. Sound quality, as I said, is really good. They are getting, from the various open-ear ones that I've tested, these are probably about the best so far, giving a bit more sound and a bit more sort of off the wide frequency range. So in that sense, they are really good quality. They do come in at around about $100 in the US. I think they're around about £80 in the UK. So at that price range, they're sort of medium to high price for what you're getting with these sorts of headphones. But again, they do give very good performance with those extra features. That is probably a really good value for money option. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. I hope you find that useful. Please do click that like button and subscribe to the channel for more sort of reviews on various tech products, gaming, electronics and making projects. I look forward to seeing you again very soon, and bye for now. For more games programming, electronics projects and retro gaming, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit my website.